Okay, so hello everybody. Hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. It's Mikey, and I'm back today because I'm going to be making some more gaming content for you. Now, you've seen the thumbnail, you've seen the title of the video, so you know exactly what we're doing today. I'm going to be using The Sims Bustin' out for PS2 to build Monica and Rachel's apartment from Friends, the famous sitcom that a lot of us know and love. Now, again, I know what you're probably thinking. You're probably thinking, oh, why should I watch you when I can go and watch someone do it with The Sims 4? It's a lot more accurate. Because this is for nostalgia purposes. A lot of us grew up with the PS2, myself included, and that's why I'm doing this gaming content. It's mostly for nostalgia. And again, we grew up playing early versions of The Sims, and that's what I'm going to be doing. Yeah, you're right. You could go and watch somebody that's doing this with the PS4, far more advanced version, or the PS5 even. Far more advanced version, lots more options, but I think it's going to be really fun and really challenging to try and do this with an old version of this game. I mean, The Sims Bustin' Out obviously came out in 2003, so 22 years ago. Obviously, this show was at the height of its fame around that time, so, yeah. So, yeah, obviously, if you're following my gaming content, you know that my Tomb Raider videos are doing quite well. They're not doing brilliantly, but it's still very new for me. It's still very early. So, The Sims is my first ever thing with The Sims. It's something very different. So, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to be building that apartment, so we're going to see how I get on with it. As you can see, I've already made the characters. We've got, I don't know how clear this is going to be. We've got Rachel and Monica there you go. Kind of loosely based on the episode with the quiz, where they lose their apartment. And we've got Phoebe here as well, just for ha-has. I kind of based her on a traditional Phoebe look. I've also gone ahead and done the money cheat. My window's blocking it at the minute, but we've got like 400 grand. So, there's going to be plenty of money to do this. I'm going to put the sound on for this. I'm going to have it relatively quiet just because I think the music can be quite distracting. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to get straight into it. Please don't forget to like the video, leave me a comment and subscribe to the channel if you're new, because if this one does well, I'm going to be building homes from other TV shows. As you lot know, I'm primarily a reactor over on this channel, hence the name of the channel. I'm actually reacting to TV shows like Bottom, the UK sitcom, so I might build the flat, from that TV show. I'm also looking into TV shows like, The Big Bang Theory, or suggest one. If there's a TV show that you suggest and you'd like to see me have a go at building the home or the main set for that, let me know. And if I've seen it, then I'll give it a go. But yeah, we're going to get on with this because I've been talking for nearly 3 minutes now, so yeah. Now, I've got a very funny way of doing this kind of thing, so you have to bear with me. Obviously, we know what kind of space we're dealing with, but I'm going to start over here just so that we can allow plenty of room. I think I'm going to start with the main kitchen wall, okay, which I'm going to put about here because I need to leave room for the bathroom. Now, in this kitchen, we've got a little table there, then the fridge, and then a couple of counters, and then we've got the bit that meets the corner. Yeah, that's right. Now, again, obviously, I'm doing this because I'm very limited with this game on what I can actually do. I mean, like I say, more modern versions of this game, you can get a lot more done. Sorry, let me just count the walls. 1, 2, 3... cooker, that's that bit, and then the door, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3 because we don't see much of this side. Yeah, yeah, like I say, more modern versions of this game, it's a lot easier for people to create what they're hoping to create. So obviously me doing this in a more limited sense is going to take a lot of creativity, so like I said, I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, let's just see how I get on. So yeah, obviously we've got to think about the bathroom over here. I think that'll be plenty big enough for the bathroom. It's not massive, is it? But yeah, while we're here, we're going to be talking Friends. Obviously, I'm a big fan of the show. I didn't actually become a fan until I was about 15, to be honest. But yeah, what's your favourite episode? Let me know. Personally, I've got a few favourite episodes. I like the one where no one's ready. That one's really fun. And I also like the one with the lottery. And, what's my other favourite? It's another one from the series. Oh, the one with the football. The Thanksgiving one. I love that episode. I don't know why in particular I love that episode, but I do. So yeah, I'm going over here now. I'm just going to build the... I'm just going to do this in my own sort of way. We've got that back closet bit there. Chandler opens it. You're messy. Ba-ba-ba-na. And we've got at least space there for I'm going to put a door there, obviously, so we can get access to the outside. Now, we've got the back window of the apartment here, which is going to be all glass, so... yeah, I think that'll be about enough. The glass doors. So yeah, we're going to be there's going to be a few Friends quotes going on while I do this. Obviously, if you're a fan of the show, that's why you're here. So yeah, what's your favourite quote? Let me know in the comments. And again, just for now, I'm just going to do this. So I'm just going to do a straight shot, and then if anything needs altering in a little while, then I'll do it then. I may leave this wall blank just for the time being, just to benefit from the light. No, I can't because I need to decorate it. Damn. Right, okay. So yeah, let's just say, for example, over here we've got the kitchen, so I'm going to need space for the counter, walking space, that's that square, chair, table, chair, walking space, couch, rug, walking space, and then TV. I think that's just about big enough. Yeah, we'll see. Right, okay, so yeah, if I just close this off, I can always take the wall down, it's no problem. So yeah. Oh, actually, no, that can stay there because that'll probably work out as a bedroom wall. But I need to get rid of that wall. Come on. I'm hoping this doesn't freeze. This game actually froze not too long ago when I tried to do this. I'm going to take one square out because I need some light here. I need to be able to see what I'm doing and what I'm building. So I'm going to take one square out. Right, so we're going to have... There's obviously 2 bedrooms in this apartment. And I think we're going to split them about here. The thing that annoys me about this game is that you can't really angle furniture and things like that. So, you know, that's annoying. Yeah, I think that'd be just about big enough. Now, obviously, in Rachel's room, we've got this pointless wall here, haven't we? Have you noticed that? In the show, there's a pointless wall. I don't know why it's there. I mean, no one would have a random wall. But yeah, there's that. Her room's not that big, so I will get rid of that square in a moment. There we go. That's that. So yeah, just get rid of this square. I mean, wall. You know what I meant. Monica's is obviously quite a big room. You know, you've seen the size of those closets. Yeah, it's a great show. I've not watched it for a long time, actually. The last time I watched it was after Matthew Perry died. And that was obviously 2023, bless him. So I haven't actually watched the show since then. But, you know, again, that's just going to make this a bit more interesting because I'm going to be doing this from memory. I don't feel any need to build the outside corridor bit, the hallway. So yeah, there we go. We've got a basic layout. We've got the living area, the kitchen area, the bathroom, and what is going to be the balcony. And we've got the 2 girls' bedrooms. Okay, so I think just for the balcony, there's normally a wall there, but obviously, like I said, I'm using an old version of this game, so I'm going to do it this way. Okay, we're just going to use a garden fence to create a terrace. Obviously, we have to leave a gap because they lose their fucking minds if you don't. So, to take one of those out. Honestly, that annoys me about this game. You cannot build a complete fence half the time because they lose their minds. You put them outside and they've got to go to work or something. They won't go anywhere, you know? So they just sort of stand there throwing a tantrum. And you're like, go through the door. Go through the damn door. That's why I put it there. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, forget that. Because that's not going to be a problem. I'm not actually going to be playing this with this. It's just a way of building it. Now, here comes the fun bit. I'm thinking this is going to be the best wallpaper to use, but I will just check to see if there's any others that are more suitable. Because obviously the inside of the apartment is purple. Tell you what, let's just put some bricks on the outside first of all, shall we? There we go. I still feel like I should take a wall down, but I can't because I need it to be... Mind you, I suppose I can once I put the wallpaper in. I can always wallpaper it again. That purple's way too dark. Yeah, I think the first purple that we came to is going to be the best one. Sorry about that. I haven't played this game in quite a while. I cannot remember exactly what is available. So, yeah, it's back here. So there we go. It's as purple as I'm going to get it. You know, it looks enough like it, I think. So, yeah, I think now that I've done that, I may just take a... Now I can't because I need to do the floor. Tell you what, let me put the floor down and then I'll take a wall out just to give some more light because, you know, you guys are going to need as much light as possible. Or actually, no, I'll just put the windows in. Yeah, that'll be fine. I'll do the windows. Sorry, I keep forgetting that it's a possibility. Now, the flooring in this apartment, it's a bit like this, isn't it? This kind of flooring. And I quite like it. I quite like there's a close match for the flooring. We're just going to put the same in the bedrooms because I think the same flooring runs throughout the entire apartment in the show. The wallpaper of the bedrooms, well, we know they're both pink, don't we? We know from early seasons. Obviously, Monica decorates, but we're not doing that. We're going from the earlier side of the show, the earlier seasons. So we're going to go full on pink in both bedrooms. There we go. And the bathroom, we don't really see a lot of the bathroom. I think it's like red. I think. near the episode where Chandler takes a bath. Yeah, there we go. That's all the wallpaper chosen. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick some windows just to get some more light on this. Obviously, the back wall is the big picture window. So I think there's a wall free there. Do you know what? We're just going to fill the entire wall. Why not? I'm not doing this to be, you know, I'm not being precious about it. Precious? I'm sorry, I can't say that. Sorry. There's a point. Who's your favourite character? I think for me it's Phoebe and Joey. It's got to be. They're just the best, aren't they, throughout the entire show? Yeah, tell you what, we are going to put a window here. We're not going to be... No, wrong window. Yeah, Phoebe and Joey are definitely my favourites. Definitely. We're going to put a window here, and on the end there, we're going to treat it like a back door. We're going to put the what's it door over there? The closet door at the back here on the back wall. Bathroom window, I know there's only one. So, I didn't put any flooring down in the bathroom. I'll come back to that. Now, sorry, I'm losing track of myself. Obviously, in the kitchen in the show, the wall is... no, that is my mistake. I'm sorry about that. Bear with me. Right, okay, yeah, I've made a mistake. I'm sorry about that. It was bound to happen. Yeah, sorry, I'll say what I was going to say in just a minute. Just take this wall down. This might actually benefit us, to be honest. So get rid of that wall. And then we just need one extra one here. Just one. That's all I need. I mean, it does in turn kind of mean that that bathroom is a bit bigger than it needs to be. So, tell you what, we're just going to go... There we go. Sorry about this. I made a mistake. I miscalculated. But I suppose that was always going to happen with me talking through this. There we go. Now that bathroom is just one square too big. I'm going to try and be as accurate as I possibly can with this. You know? So... I think that'll be okay. No, it actually won't, will it? That's not going to do it all. Okay. Sorry about this. I'm just correcting this. I won't be a minute. There we go. We'll just do it this way and just make this one wall longer. And that, again, that doesn't actually matter. I'm just going to make it a little bit longer, that's all. Right, okay, so back to the decorating. Obviously, we're going to want the purple again for the interior. And we want that red for the bathroom, wherever it's gone. Red, 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 red. There it is. There it is. No, there you go. Yeah, we don't see a lot of the bathroom, do we, in the show? So it's a bit more difficult to gauge and remember exactly what the inside of the bathroom looks like. We know that, obviously, in Series 4, isn't it? Obviously, we know that in Series 4, Joey puts down a new bathroom floor for Monica, and it's chessboard. We know that because we get a very clear shot of it. Actually, you know, that works out better. Yeah. Yeah, we got a very, very clear shot of the bathroom floor in that one, but this game does not have a chessboard floor of any description, so... Right, there we go. Sorry about that. I just had to correct that. We still need flooring for that bathroom. Tell you what, we're going to go for this, because this is the absolute closest I can get to chessboard flooring. There we go. It's nowhere near chessboard, but it's the closest. Oh, I'm really sorry, guys. I've done it again. I need the corner free for this window here. So we're just going to build that and take that down. There we go. That bathroom doesn't need to be that huge. It's not that big in the show. Even when we... No. Oh, for goodness sake. Oh. Sorry about this. I'm like... Oh. I haven't played this game in some time. So again, just, you know, bear with me. We will actually get to putting some furniture in this at some point today. There we go. That is exactly what I was trying to achieve. Sorry about that. Right, okay, so we're going to go back to the windows. We need that window there. There we go. And we're going to put a door there because that's obviously the closet door, but that's going to act as serve as a back door in this scenario. So yeah, there's one particular window in this bathroom, so we're going to put that there. And in the kitchen, obviously in the show, the kitchen window is at an angle, but I can't do that here. I mean, I can make the wall at an angle, but I can't angle the window. So we're going to have to do it that way, I'm afraid. Now, for the benefit of some light, I'm going to put, obviously, we don't get this in the show, but I'm going to put some big windows on the fourth wall here, because, you know, we don't see it, but I need the light for this. I was thinking about taking that fourth wall down. In fact, you know what? That is exactly what we're going to do. Sorry, yeah, I'm going to do this a little bit differently. We're going to take that fourth wall down because we don't need it. It's not there in the show. There's nothing I can put up against it. So yeah, we're just going to leave it nice and open, just like that, so we can see it all. And again, obviously there's no more windows on this wall of the apartment. We've got a window in the bedroom, so let's go back to windows. Yeah, I'm sorry for mucking about there, but, you know, I've not done this in a while, so it's bound to take a few minutes. We're going to put a window on the outside wall of this bedroom as well, because, you know, we don't know that there isn't one there. Actually, no, we do, don't we? Get to see that fourth wall at some point, which is getting ready to move out. These bedrooms are really dark. I feel like, there we go, just put another window. There we go. There isn't actually that many windows, but I'm just going to put that there anyway. Right, now we need doors. Now, the doors in this apartment are obviously purple in the show, and but obviously I can't do that here. So, working with what I've got, we're just going to go with the basic door. This door may need to move at some point. Let me just work this out. It's going to be a countertop there, countertop, and probably another countertop, then the cooker, another countertop, and then it's going to jut out. And the door is... We'll go for here, for the front door. And now, obviously, we need a bedroom door each. Again, these may need to move, because I don't think they're going to end up in the exact place they're supposed to be, but it's alright, they're only doors, they can move. We do know that Rachel's door is roughly there, because we see that there, don't we? And obviously, we've got the closet door. There we go. And the bathroom door. Right. There we go, that's all windows and doors fitted. We're getting off to a good start after a little bump in the road there with the walls. But yeah, in terms of the show, again, you know, let me know what your favourite episodes and everything are. Like I say, it's a show that I didn't discover until I was a little bit older. So, yeah. And, do you know what, in terms of building, I think we're going to start with the... We'll start with the bedrooms. We'll get those out of the way nice and early, shall we? Okay, so, obviously, we've got this room over here, which is Rachel's. And we need... a couple of bedside tables. That's bed, and there's a bedside table there. I'm going to go ahead and pick a bed for her. Yada, yada, yada. Oh, no, I didn't unlock all the stuff. Hang on, bear with me. Hold on. I has cheat codes. Not written on a scrap of paper and kept inside the game case, I might add, but I have cheat codes nonetheless. So... just bear with me a moment. I'm just going to come out of this completely. And I've already got the gnome, like I said, I've already done the money cheat. Have I got free will switched off? Because I need to switch off free will. Yeah, free will is off, that's fine. You cannot move unless I say so. Unlock all objects. Oh, balls. There we go. That's all objects. Socials. We don't need that because we're not exactly going to be playing the game. We're just going to be, you know, just building for now. So yeah, there we go. That should be absolutely everything unlocked. So let's go right back ahead and continue buying things for this apartment. There we go. Everything's unlocked now. Yeah, we get a good view of the bedrooms, considering it's a. Considering the format of the show, we do get a good look at the two girls' bedrooms, but we don't really see the guys' bedrooms, do we? We see them on a few occasions, but not a lot. So yeah, we're going to try and keep it as close to the show as we possibly can. I'm just going to put that bed in Rachel's room because it's it's similar to the one she's got. You know, I mean, we know that in the show she's got a one that, like a sofa, isn't it? It's like a sofa bed. I always love that about the show. But yeah. Now, Monica's obviously, we need to give her this one because we know her bed is white. We know that. We get to see a lot of her room. particularly as the show goes on, especially when the episode where Ross and Rachel break up and they kind of get stuck in their room. I love that. That episode's great. I mean, it's sad, you know, it's a sad episode, of course it is. It's heartbreaking, but it's funny. Just the idea of being locked away. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm just going to go here, go to miscellaneous, because you remember in the episode, I don't know all the episode titles, so you'll have to bear with me with that. You know that one where Ross is getting ready to go on TV, but he ends up helping Rachel, who is injured, to get ready. We get a good view of her bedroom in that episode, so I know... No, that's not what I need. Yeah, sorry, we know, that she has a wardrobe in there. And it's a big, thick, bulky wardrobe. It's just like this, and it's up against this wall. So that is where we're going to put it. Okay? Yeah, we're roughly there. Also in her room, we have the table where she sits, and Ross puts the makeup on her. It's okay. I'll just sit with the transsexual from purchasing. So yeah, there's that, and obviously she needs a chair. Girl can't do her makeup without a chair. Okay, come on, where's the plain chair that I was after? Oh, do you know what, this one will do. That'll do. There we go. Right, obviously I can't put anything on the table. There's no makeup facilities in this game. So yeah, that's pretty much her room done. But we are just going to get a couple of lamps. You know, just basic bedside lamps, I think. That'll about do. Obviously we've got posters and things in the program. I'm going to do that. I always do that last. Whenever I build a house, I do little decor bits last. So yeah, we'll finish Monica's room in a bit. Rachel's was just easier. So now we're going to go head over to the kitchen, where this is one that is a lot easier, just because it's just so easily laid out in the show. In terms of the worktops in their kitchen, there aren't any that look all that similar, so I'm just going to go ahead and use these. So we've got a thing there, and then that's where the fridge goes, and so the worktops are going to... Hold on. There'll be a table there, then the fridge. The worktops are going to start here. It doesn't really matter that these aren't facing the right way either, but you know what, we're just going to... Yeah. Okay. This corner one really doesn't matter. No, I'm not going to worry about that. That is just... There's just no point. That'll be where the sink is, then we'll have another one. Then we've got the cooker, and then of course this, and then we've got the bit of that juts out ever so slightly. No, wrong way. There we go. Now we're going to need some appliances. No. Actually, yeah, no, sorry, yeah, I do need a sink. There we go. There we go, we have a sink. Now we're going to go for appliances. Monica's kitchen, because we know she likes to cook. I think she's said so on a couple of occasions. There's a silver cooker. There we go. Looks fairly similar to what she has in the show. There we go. That's as good as it's going to get there. And obviously the fridge is white. There we go. And now, obviously, because it looks a bit blank, they love coffee in this show, so we're going to give them a coffee maker right there. And there's a food processor. We'll stick that there, and obviously there's a microwave. I don't know exactly where they keep the microwave in the show, but that's where I'm putting it today. Yeah, sorry guys, let me take something else. Obviously, you know, there are higher cupboards in here, but I can't do that in this old version of the game. I'm just doing this with what I have at my disposal. So, yeah. Next, obviously there's a table in the kitchen. We see that a lot, features really heavily. So yeah, this is probably the closest table I can get. I know their table is round, but I can't actually do that on this game. So, I have to make sure there's plenty of walking space, and there's going to have to be, there's 4 chairs around this table, and none of them match. That is what I love doing about this game. I can do that so that it looks quite accurate to the show. So yeah, we've got 1 chair there. We'll go for this kind of chair as well. Still leaves plenty of room to walk around. We're going to go for this blue chair. And then we'll go for the similar one that's in Rachel's bedroom. There we go. Got 4 chairs around the table and none of them match. Brilliant. Now, the sofa. This sofa, I think, is probably the best one that sort of matches the sofa in the show. So that's what we're going to use. I'm going to put it about there. Or is that too far? I feel like that's too far. No, do you know, we need plenty of walking space. It's fine, that'll do. Now obviously either side of that sofa we have end tables, and again neither one matches the other. So we're going to go for this one on this side, and then probably... But the one on the other side is actually glass, isn't it? We know that because we see that in the one where Chandler moves into the apartment and he moves everything. And he's like, and the couch... Oh, God, it was brilliant. Do you know, we're just going to go for this one. Yeah, doing something really nice, and he just ended up, giving himself an absolute nightmare. Now, for the TV, this is going to be slightly tough because their TV, is obviously on a unit, which you can't do in this game. It's an older-fashioned TV, just like this one, so that's what we're going to do. No, do you know what? We're going to go one better. We're going to give them an up-to-date TV. Why not? Because it fits, mainly. There you go, it fits. Obviously, we're basing this on the earlier seasons of the show as well, so I need another chair. Not the Barker Lounger. Long before then. Yeah, we need another chair. That other way, yeah, actually, this one back here will be the best. There we go. That's going to be the best one I can use. Joey and Chandler's fight over that chair is hilarious. Right, now, obviously, I know I normally do decorative things last, but in this case, I'm going to go ahead and get a rug, because we need a rug, and it's got to line up with the back of the carpet. I know exactly what rug I'm going to use, this one. And we're going to, there you go, we're lining it up with the back of the carpet. Oh, sorry, wrong button. There we go, but that feels a bit too big. You know, but I can't put one rug over the other. I can do that, but that feels a bit silly. Yeah. Do you know what, that'll do. That'll be fine. Obviously over on the back wall over there, I'm going to have to put a table or something. We know there's like a bench, because it's hollow. And Rachel can't believe she never knew that. You know, the hunting for Christmas presents. Yeah, we're just going to put a table there just to kind of represent that. And we know also that there is a hi-fi. We see that several times, so I'm going to put that there. It's, again, I'm not claiming that this is going to come out absolutely perfect, because it is not, you know. But that looks pretty good, I think. Let me just go ahead and put some stuff in the bathroom, just because, you know, it's a room that it's not really important. We know that the toilet comes over here from the episode where they find a pregnancy test. So we know the toilet and sink are in this order. There we go, that'll do. And then the bath, obviously. No, there is a bath, actually. It looks like that one. There we go. And we know the taps are at this end, or faucets, sorry, whatever you want to call them. We know the taps, faucets are at that end, so that's fine. I feel like we need some lights. So just bear with me, let me get some... oh, new sconces. I don't understand why they call them sconces. I've never understood that phrase. I don't know exactly where the lights are in the apartment. I'm just going to go and pop them just anywhere I can, to be honest, because... Yeah. There we go. Now we know there aren't any over... Oh no, there are, aren't there? Are there lights over here? I know we've got kind of got the door open anyway. We're going to just put some lights there. The two bedrooms have got lamps, that's fine. And we know there's a lamp on this table because the start of Series 5, when Emily rings Ross, he randomly picks it up and gives it to Chandler, so... There we go, that's... I mean, we're not done yet, you know, still got a bit of decorating to do, but this is the basic setup. What do you think? We've got the kitchen and everything over here. Obviously, we've got the living area. And we've got the two bedrooms. Now, we know there's a light in here. Sorry, no. There we go. Now, I think we're just going to put a couple of decoratives or things like that in here, guys, because we know that there are a few bits. I feel like putting a piano in there, you know, for Ross's sound. But we won't. We're not going to do that. Obviously, you know, Rachel has her vanity. So why not? Give her a mirror. There you go. And what was I looking for? She needs, in this room, she needs a toy box, and I'll tell you for why. Somewhere to keep Rainy Day Bear. For when he knows what to do. There we go. She's got a toy box for Rainy Day Bear. Oh god, that episode's great. Monica Bang. Does anyone else think it's weird that he kind of sounds like he's saying Monica Bing? You know, like a foreshadowing? Bing! Oh, sorry, my leg's going to sleep. Oh, I've had my leg crossed this entire time. There we go. I'm going to put a wardrobe in here because we know there's a closet because, you know, Joey's obviously seen the size of the closets. But we don't know where it is. We don't really tend to see it. So, yeah, that's that. That room feels really bare, but I will fill it up. We're going to put some other little trinkets in there. And we're going to go right ahead and look at all the decorative bits because we know, obviously, that there is an iconic poster above the TV. There is something in here that will serve as that. Oh, it's just going to be a matter of finding it. But let me just... no, don't want a stepping stone. Let me just go ahead and put a plant or something on this end table. There's normally a phone there, but we can't do that with this game. Where's that big poster that I was looking for? There is something in this game. Oh, sorry, my leg's gone dead. It's gone dead. Oh, sorry, I'm soldiering on. I'm soldiering on. I'm not pausing. I'm not quitting. There we go. There it is. That is the best I can get for this. Oh, you are kidding me. Won't go because of the TV. Right, and put that there a second. And the TV's just going to have to come forward, I'm afraid. No, do you know what? We are going to get rid of that. No, we're not. Yeah, we are. We're going to get rid of that TV. And we're going to get the older-fashioned one. Because, yeah, let's be honest, they never had a plasma screen. I don't think there was any such thing, was there? Right, will that let me put this poster behind that TV? Probably not. No, okay, right. Right, guys, just because this game is old and boring, we're just going to have to bring the TV forward a square, just so that this poster can go on the wall. It's, don't ask me why, it's just a bit ridiculous, but yeah, there we go. That's as good as I'm going to get it. I think there's also a plant, I think. I might be wrong. I'm sure there's some kind of plant near this TV, so we're just going to go ahead and get one of those. Do you know what, we're going to get a couple because I can't decide where they were. I think they were over there. Yeah, there we go. That's probably the best I'm going to get that living room, I'm afraid. Sorry about that if there's any massive inaccuracies. Obviously outside, we know they've got a barbecue. We know that. Yeah, we're just going to stick a barbecue outside. On the terrace. There we go. Oh, some flooring there, but oh, do you know, that doesn't matter. Yeah, over here, this feels really bare. So I'm going to go ahead and put some couple of decorative bits. I think maybe a what's that? No, we don't want that. No. There are other pictures and stuff around the apartment, but I can't remember exactly what they are. There we go. This will do. We'll just put that over there, just in this corner. Why won't you go in the corner? Oh, sorry, never mind. Yeah, sorry, yeah, also, I forgot the little table. I think at some point in the show, there is a little table next to the fridge. And, okay, where's the table I was looking for? This will do. That's probably the closest I'm going to get. And I think we'll put a plant or something on there, just because... Oh, why does this game do that? Because it's old and boring. No, it's not boring. It's entertaining, actually. I mean, considering, you know, I love challenging myself with this kind of thing. Yeah, we're just going to put a plant on there, I think. Just a little pot plant. I know that traditionally there's something hung up on the wall there, because Brad Pitt grabs it and crunches it. And it's revealed that there is an I Hate Rachel club. There we go. Vase of flowers, that'll do. And do you know what? We'll have another one over here. And possibly a lamp. Yeah, that was a good guest stint, that was. I enjoyed that. But it just seemed absolutely ridiculous. you know, in places. Like the idea of Rachel being a hermaphrodite cheerleader from Long Island. Yeah. And also, I'm not here to criticise, but something that really bothers me about the show is that it turns out there's all these connections, doesn't there, for... Hold on a minute. Sorry, I just need to do something really quick. I'm sorry. Okay. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm taking a screenshot for the benefit of the thumbnail. There we go, that should be fine. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that on there. Yeah, the thing that really annoys me about the show is how it turns out that all the characters have kind of known each other before. You know, it just kind of turns out that way, and I find that a bit annoying, because, you know, we've got all these things where they meet each other, but no one, obviously because it wasn't written yet, but no one in the early days goes, oh yeah, I remember you from this time ago, and that time ago, and... Do you know what I mean? I just find it a bit hard to grasp. It's a great show, don't get me wrong. It will go down in history, of course it will. Television history for the rest of time, but there's just elements of it where you kind of watch it, and I'm kind of thinking, yeah, that was a silly element to add, or whatever, but, you know. Yeah, do you know, we're just going to slap some... we're going to get this gold disc, and we're going to pretend it's Ross's. Displayed ever so proudly in his sister's apartment. So, yeah. I think we're pretty much done. I mean, again, I know it's not a massively brilliant effort. I mean, Monica's room feels kind of empty. I'm going to put something in her room as well, just because, you know, I think she's got some kind of picture above the bed. I can't remember. We're going to put 2 of those. Why not? She can have 2. Yeah, this room feels really empty. No, why would she have a skeleton? Tell you what, have another stereo. Why not? There we go. Money's no object on this game. I've got all the money that I can. I mean, you guys can't see it 'cause my window's in the way. We're going to put a light in there. Why not? And I think we may even put a rug down. Just because I think it looks really bare, and I don't want to look like I'm not paying attention to detail and stuff. So, yeah, we're going to put a rug down. Not the same rug from the living room, obviously. We're going to go for this rug. There we go. Now, we also know... Sorry, yeah, I've just realised. We also know that there isn't what I would call an ottoman over here. Because where Chandler's looking for underwear to cut the crotch out of for Valentine's Day. My fuzzy Valentine. So, yeah, we're going to pretend that's what that is. Okay, that is the thing he gets the underwear out of. So, yeah. Obviously, Rachel's room is going to need something above the bed. And I know exactly what to use. This will do. Oh, come on. Place. There we go. Right. There we go. I think we're pretty much finished. I mean, it's not the worst effort in the world. Let me just mute this now, because I don't think we need the music. Yeah. What do you think? Any good? It's not, is it? It's not brilliant. But do you know what? I wasn't aiming for brilliant, and I certainly wasn't aiming for perfect. I've just taken an old game from 20 odd years ago and made the set of a TV show from even longer ago. Oh, hang on. We do need a table over there, because we know that there is a table there. I don't know what's on it. I don't know why it's there, but I think we do know that there is a table over here somewhere near the bathroom. And, you know, just for ha-has, we're going to put another one here. Why not? And we're just going to put some little plants on there, provided we can. I don't know what plants. Some plants will only go on the floor, so might have to repeat ones I've already used. But yeah, we'll see. Let's see what we've got. What have we got to work with? That's pretty. That'll do. And then one of these. There we go. Right, okay, so I'm disappointed by this living room area. I vision that going so much better. I want the rug to be a one step across, but you know what? I'm such a stickler for the rules of the show. The rug has to line up with the back of the carpet. I really want a coffee table, but you can't. It's just not actually possible with this old version of the game. But you know what? I'm not being funny. I think I've done pretty well with this, considering that it's an old game, and considering that more modern versions of this game are made, you know, with this kind of thing in mind. I mean, I've not played any of the modern versions, but I do know that you can buy, or you could, anyway, years ago, I don't know about now, but you could buy, like, expansion packs and modifications to allow you to do this kind of thing. But you know what, I think the fact that I'm just building it from memory, and just out of being a fan of the show, I think I've done pretty well, considering. You know, I mean, again, it was never going to be perfect, but again, I think in terms of layout, I think in terms of furniture selection, attention to detail, you know, like the 4 different chairs not matching, you know, the poster and everything, the carpet lining up, I think I've done pretty well, considering. You know, I don't think it's a terrible effort, but again, it could have been a lot better. I'm not going to lie about it. In fact, we're going to put a picture just in here, in Rachel's room, because it looks really bare. There we go. And do you know what, Monica can have the same one. Why not? There we go. And, oh, one final detail that we're missing. Whilst we only ever see it get used a couple of times, we know that there is an intercom, but we don't have an intercom in this game, so we're just going to put a phone. It's on this side of the door, isn't it? Yes, it is. When Monica starts writing food reviews, she has an argument. Phoebe goes to the door, she's like, oh, you want to get inside? Here you go. Yeah. Oh, she's my favourite Phoebe. I mean, smelly cat, what are they feeding you? I would buy that. You know, when she gets a music video and she's like, now I can hear what you guys can hear. I am good. Like, oh no. Phoebe, the buses don't go where you live, Phoebe, do they? But yeah, everybody, what do you reckon? I think I've done pretty well. Considering how limited I am with this, I think it's a pretty accurate representation of the set from the show. I mean, obviously I've had to leave this wall away, you know, just because I needed to benefit from the light. You guys needed to be able to see. But yeah, I mean, even the bathroom. I mean, the bathroom isn't perfect. Again, not claiming for it to be perfect. Why is that wall not papered? Oh, it doesn't matter. It's no big deal. Yeah, even the bathroom. I mean, the bathroom's pretty basic, so we don't see a lot of it in the show. But I think as for the rest of this, I think I've done a pretty good job. You know, some of you might disagree. You know, there might be some comments on this that aren't that great. But you know what? I'm not worried because, like I say, I've taken an old game and I've created something very close to what I was trying to create. And you know what? I'm going to mark that up as an achievement. I really am. Considering it's the first attempt as well. You know, I've never actually done this before. So that's, yeah, not too bad, actually. This could have gone horribly. I might not have. I mean, I found furniture that fairly enough closely matches the furniture from the show. Again, it's all from memory. I haven't looked at any pictures or videos of the show from, you know, to get ideas for what should go where. I've done this solely off memory. Obviously, equally to that, let me know if I've missed anything. You know, if you've looked at this and you've thought, oh, you forgot that or you forgot that, let me know, okay? But yeah, do you know what? This video has now gone on for 45 minutes, so I'm going to wrap it up now. What do you think? One final look. We're going to zoom. No, we have zoomed right out. There we go. One final look at the apartment as a whole. I quite like that. I do. I'm quite proud. One thing I have done before, I have built the Big Bang Theory apartment before. I have done that just because I set myself that as a personal challenge once, but it was years ago. So yeah, if you want to see that, you know, obviously any sitcom or TV program or anything that has a regularly used set like this, let me know if you want me to have a go at building it. Obviously, I'll have to make sure I've seen the show, but I'm talking, you know, could do things like I say, Bottom from here in the UK, Gimme, 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 I have done that, the flat from Gimme, 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 the British sitcom, I have done that, that is absolutely brilliant, I would love to do that, in fact, I might just do that anyway. But yeah, wow. Yeah, if there's anything at all that you guys have seen that you would like me to have a go at building the set of, just let me know, because it'll be fun if you've enjoyed this. Yeah, and again, I know that all of you are, you know, you're probably going to go and watch a real gamer now, go and do it with The Sims 4, which is fair enough, but you know what? They have got all those tools at their disposal, they've got all those expansions and stuff that you can get to get more stuff to look more accurately like what you're trying to build. I've done this with something so limited and so old-fashioned, and do you know what? Again, I really do not think I've done a bad job, not at all. I think it's a good representation. I mean, it's a bit big. I could do with it being a bit more compact. You know, ideally, in an ideal world, the sofa would be about here, because in the show it's not this far away from the table. But yeah, apart from that, you know, apart from a couple of scale issues, I think I've done pretty well. You know, even remembering little details like the wall there in Rachel's room where the wardrobe goes. Remember it in the thing with the underpants in. I think I've done pretty well. I'm proud of this. I am, like I said, I'm going to chalk this up as a success. You may not agree, but you know, if you do, don't forget to like the video and leave me a comment and subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you want to see more stuff like this, because obviously if this one is popular, then I will be doing more. And again, feel free to recommend TV shows or anything like that, anything you would like me to build or have a go at building at least. The more challenging, the better. But obviously, I will have to have seen it. If it's something I haven't seen, then I can always have a look at it. You know, just to get an idea. I mean, you know, anything. I mean, anyone. I don't know who is going to be watching this. I don't know where you're going to be from. Obviously, if you're from the UK, you know, maybe you want to see characters from your favourite soap. You know, just let me know. Let me know what you think. And yeah, hopefully I'll get to do more stuff like this. If not, it's not the end of the world. But this has been fun. You know, this has been challenging. I like a challenge, and this has been challenging. Fair enough, it's not the most glamorous result, but I think it looks pretty good. I'm putting this down as a success. I like it. Okay? But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you. Hope you've enjoyed it. Again, let me know if you want to see more stuff like this. Obviously, feel free to look on the channel. Look at my Tomb Raider gaming content. I've done 2 levels of Tomb Raider Legend. I'm going to be doing more of that pretty soon. I don't know when, but I'll be doing it pretty soon. But yeah, for today, this is I'm going to say this was a good day for this. I enjoyed myself, and yeah, like I say, I like a challenge. Annoyed about the TV, but there's not a lot I can do about that. So yeah, thank you for watching, everybody. Again, feel free to let me know if there's anything that you want me to build, and just let me know what you thought of this. Again, if I've missed anything, let me know that as well. But yeah, for now, I'm going to get going, guys. Have had fun. Take care of yourselves. Have a good day / night, depending when you're watching. Again, if you're new, feel free to subscribe to the channel and check out what else I've done. And if you want more Sims coming back, just let me know, okay? But yeah, thank you very much. I'll see you next time. In the meantime, take care of yourselves, okay? Ta-ra.